Hello everybody and welcome back to our mirror series, and in today's live we are mirroring YouTube's homepage. So I don't know how long this live will go on for, and it at least will go on for an hour. I know that much. But if I have to divide this series in parts, I will. But by the end of this series you will have coded YouTube's homepage essentially. So I hope you code along with me, or at least observe how I code YouTube's homepage. But I have the end result right here. This is code in labs. By the way, I have saved the code for the YouTube clone for on this site. That is our Codin website, and inside Codin it's Codin labs. So this will be the end result. And I know that some pictures haven't loaded, and that's because of some problems, but we will fix this while we code this home page later. So it is responsive as well. And it also has a toggleable sidebar, which we will look into later, and it will change like this. So let's get to coding. Okay, I'll minimize this right here, and I will create a folder on our desktop called, let's say, YouTube clone. So YouTube clone, and open it, and then open up command prompt from this, and then open up this folder in VS Code. So we'll start fresh. And let's first of all, yes, I trust the authors. So I hope you guys have these extensions installed, that is live server and prettier. And prettier is not absolutely necessary, since this is just for formatting our code. Well, let's develop some code. Okay, so we'll name this index. So why just complicated? I'll just name it index.html, and then I'll create style.css and script.js as well. So script.js. Now inside HTML I will just write some boilerplate, and then let's name this YouTube clone. So okay, this is done. I'll turn on autosave so that you can just quickly view the changes. Now before I write anything, I'll just open this up in live server and put this on the side so that you can observe changes side by side. Okay, so this is our blank page right here. Now I will start writing some code. Okay, first of all, we will create a header inside a body. Well, you know what? First of all, let's create some links to our CSS and links to our JavaScript file. So link CSS, our style sheet is style.css, and I will have to copy a line of code from this, since we do want our icons to show up. So I will just copy this. This is for our icons, so I'll keep this here. Okay, now what will happen is, after in our body, when we'll put some icons, the icons will load in. So let me just open Zen. Okay, now inside our body I'll create a header at first, since we have to start from the top. So header, this header, I'll create this right here. So okay, VS Code. Now header, I'll give this a class of header, of course, header, and then inside our header class we'll create a div. So I'll give this a class of header left. So header left, close this div, and then inside our div we will create a button. So a button which will contain, let's give this a class first. Okay, so class equals menu button. So menu button, oh I'm sorry, this should be in double quotes. So menu hyphen button. So menu button, and we will give this an on click property. So on click, it should, let's say, toggle sidebar for now. this will be a function which we will create later in our JavaScript file. Well, speaking of JavaScript, let's link our JavaScript. So above the closing body tag, I'll just type out script src equals style, oh I'm sorry, script.js. so this will be our script. And now inside our button we will put in our icon. So I class equals fab fa hyphen YouTube. So this will be our icon. Now after creating an icon of our YouTube bar, let's create an oh I'm sorry, this should be fa bars. So FABARS bars. So okay, after creating this, we'll create another icon, but we will wrap that icon in an anchor tag. So okay, after button we'll create an anchor tag which will have an href attribute of this hash, and class equals logo. So this will be our anchor tag, and inside this we will put another icon, this time the actual YouTube icon. So class equals fab fa hyphen YouTube. So YouTube export this and then go live once again. So we can see that our YouTube icon has loaded, but this is blue for now, and we will have to give these styling later. So I thought I had put on autosave on, but for some reasons it was not showing any changes, so that's why I had to close this and open it once again. I'll refresh if I see no changes being applied. I thought I had, yeah, it is turned on, but okay. Let's leave that. We have created an icon, so for that we have created this hamburger. That is for the hamburger menu, I'm assuming, and this is for our YouTube. So YouTube icon right here. Now let's go on to our VS Code and create this once again. So after writing our YouTube icon, let's give this span tag, and inside our span tag, you know what we'll write? We'll write YouTube, since beside the YouTube icon we have YouTube. So the classic U and T capital YouTube. Okay, that is it for our YouTube icon. So after this division, we'll create another div, and we'll give this a class of header, but the header center part, so header center. Now after this we will type in another div which will have a class of search container. So for our search container, this division is needed and it is at the center, so I've named the class div center, and then I will give another div for the search bar. So let's open Zen once again. Now I won't keep switching between tags since this will be difficult to show you guys, so I'll just keep on coding and showing you guys the results. So as you can see, it has already been turned into a hyperlink, but now we'll give this a class of search container. So search container, right? Search container, and inside this we will create an input tag, and inside the type of the input we'll of course put in text for our search. So type equals text, and we'll give this a class of search input. So search input. Search input, and we'll give this a placeholder. This is our search box right here, and we'll give this a placeholder of, let's say, search. Yeah, right? Search. So SEARCH, and then a closing tag. Okay, so after our input space or input field, let's give this another button. So this will be for our search button. So besides search, there should be a search button which should toggle the search, right? So search button class equals search button. So search and then hyphen button btn, let's say. So search button, and inside our search button we will have to put a search icon. So I class equals fas fa dash search. So that's our search button. I don't know why three of them occurred right now, but okay, that's our search button right here. And inside our search button, that's the search icon. And after the search button, we will go outside the div, and then we have to create a mic button for our microphone. So after that, we will just create a mic button. So let's see another button, and we'll just give this a class of mic hyphen button. I'm sorry if the pace is a bit slow, I should pick up the pace. So mic button, and inside this we'll give another icon of microphone, right? So microphone, for that I'll have to use I once again, and then class equals fa hyphen microphone. So pretty descriptive fas, I'm sorry, this should be fas. So pretty descriptive icon names. So this is the for the microphone, and then after that we will get out of this div, and after that we should create another div. So this will be okay, the previous div for our was for our header center. Now this will be for div right. So div I'm sorry, header right hyphen right. So header right, and inside this division we will have to create a button once again, header button. So button class equals header button, a header button, and then after that inside this header button we will need yet another icon. So I class equals, inside our class we will keep fas fa hyphen video. So this will be for our video icon, and this is for create, the create option on our YouTube. So that's for the create option, and after that we will create yet another button, and this will be tagged header button as well. I mean, given a class of header button. So header button, inside this we will put an icon of class of class fas fa hyphen bell. So the notifications, so bell, and then after that we will have to create yet another class or yet another div for our profile picture. So not button, I was about to say yet another button, but I ended up saying class, but I was meaning to say yet another div. So div class equals profile button for our profile picture. So profile button, and let's say this just has a default letter, so it does not have any profile picture for now. So yeah, that was it for our header, and now we will be moving on to the sidebar. So let me just comment this out. I'll use Control/ for a comment. So we will just be making a sidebar. So for our sidebar we will have to create a nav tag. So let's use semantic coding. So this will be our nav, and class equals sidebar. So this will be our sidebar, and our our ID will also equal to sidebar. And inside our nav tag we will create a div which will have a class of sidebar section, right? Sidebar section. And inside this sidebar section we will create an anchor tag which will have an href attribute of just a hash for now, and its class will equal. So I'm leaving this href active attributes as it is, since we will just be coding a static home page for now. But in our as the series progresses, we will code on furthermore pages. So I will have to fill in these href attributes but for now I'll just keep it as hashtag. So class, we'll give this a class of sidebar, but sidebar item active, right? So sidebar item active, and inside this we will clip another icon which will have a class of FAS. So this will be for our home, FA home, right? So FA home, this will be for our home button, and after that we will of course have to type in span and then home. So this is for our home page. And just to make it sure, just so you guys know, we will be coding this section. So when we click on home and we have a home page of YouTube, we will be coding that for today in our mirror series. So okay, that's done, home, right? And after that home, we will have to create another anchor tag, and this time it is for our explorer section. So href equals hashtag, and then class equals sidebar item. So we will have to create an icon. So for that, I class equals FAS compass. So FAS, oh, I'm sorry, FAS FA, oh no hyphen, FAS FA, and then I will have to write compass. So that is for our explore section. So we'll create yet another span, and there is a pattern here, icon then span, icon span. So not home, so I'm sorry, this should be explore, since this will be for our explore page, explore, right? Now after our explore page, we will have to create yet another icon and span combo. So this will be for our subscriptions. So no, shorts first of all, not subscriptions. So href equals hashtag. Once again, you know what, maybe I should not do this one by one, I should just create as many as I can. So first of all, let's see how many we have. So 1 2 3 for now. There's a line right here, so I'm assuming there will be 2 more for now, and let's see what we'll have to do later. So I'll just copy this, let's not leave a dot. So control V. So not compass, we will want a play dash circle. So play circle, but instead we'll have shorts, since it has a short section now, and we will have to give this a class of sidebar item as well. So this does not change anything, but we have to change the icons and the tags, so span tags I mean. So FA list, and this will be a list of subscriptions. So subscriptions. You can see this forming shape. Now we will of course have to style all of this. This is just a pure HTML for now. Now these are our sidebar items, so we will have to get out of the div, I'm assuming right now. So yeah, we'll have to get out of the div, and since there's a divider, we'll have to create another div. So let's say this div is named, this is just for the divider, so div class equals sidebar divider. So sidebar divider, and we'll leave it as it is since this is a divider, and we'll have to create another div. So div class equals sidebar section. So sidebar section. And then inside the sidebar section, we will create another anchor tag, which will have an href attribute of hashtag. And then inside this, we will have to create a class called, is it the same format? Yes, it is the same format, since we'll follow this. So 4 more. So I have copied the code and I will put in 4 more. Okay, so delete this, control V1, control V2. Okay, I'll just have to use prettier to format this. I just pressed Alt Shift F and it formatted this for me. So I do recommend installing this prettier extension, since it formats for you automatically. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Format this once again. Now we have 4 more. Now we have to style this according to our library history. What was that? Library history, and then watch later, and then liked videos. So I'll be putting in icons and span content according to that. So first of all, okay, for our, where does it start from? It starts from here, right? Yeah, it starts from here. So for our what was it once again? I'm really sorry. It was library, right? Okay, for our library, I'll have to put in a folder icon. So folder, and then it'll be library, and then for our history, I'm assuming, right? Okay, let me history, watch later, and then liked videos. Okay, history, watch later, and liked videos. So for that, we'll have to put in history, and then inside this, history, and then after that we'll have to put in a clock for our watch later. So clock, and then this will be watch later, and after that for our liked videos, fa hyphen thumbs hyphen up. Okay, fa thumbs up, and after that we'll have to put in liked videos. Okay, liked videos, liked videos. And after that we'll have to create yet another divider, since this is it, and then subscriptions, tech channel, basically our subscriptions. So it'll be the same icon but different span tag. So okay, use the circle, that will be our icon. Now I'll head on to VS Code and this Zen browser. So okay, after getting out of this, we will, okay, it seems like I didn't wrap this inside a div. Is that correct? Yeah, I didn't wrap this inside a div. So it should be div, and all of these should be inside this. But before putting them there, I'll have to create a class called sidebar section once again. So sidebar section, and all of this should be inside the sidebar section. So all of this, Control X and then Control V. Okay, I formatted it as well, and this is inside our div. Now we will create another div which will be our divider once again. So this will have a class of course, divider, sidebar divider. Yep. So sidebar divider, and after that we'll create another div once again which will have an ID of sidebar section. Okay, and inside our sidebar section we will create just a div, because this is a title, it does not have any icons. We'll create a div called subscriptions. Okay, so div, we'll just give this a class of, let's say, class of subscriptions would be good, I guess. No, okay, let's be systematic and name it sidebar title. Okay, I'll drink some water. Excuse me for a while. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so where were we? Yep, subscriptions. So we have given this div a title, or I mean class of sidebar title. Now we'll equip this subscriptions. Okay, subscriptions. Now there is our subscriptions title, and below that it'll be once again an anchor and then span combo. So anchor span, anchor span, anchor span. So but we'll have to create this as what was that again? User circle. So user circle. So user circle, this will be our channels, these will be our channels. So let's see. Okay, I'll keep this as it is. What was that? Tech channel, music hub, gaming zone. Okay, tech channel, music hub, and gaming zone. Tech channel, right? Tech channel, gaming hub, and then music zone. Okay, tech channel, gaming hub, music zone. Oh, we have to change these icons. So use the circle inside this as well. Save, 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 and okay, all of these are our subscriptions. Oh no, where's the subscription? All right, it's here. Did I copy too much? What? Okay, let me search for subscriptions. Okay, it's right here, right? Oh, seems like I copied the full. Oh my, I'm really sorry. Wait a second. Okay, where was our? Oh my. Okay, I'll I'll just copy this much, and I'll have to remove all of subscriptions, right? Okay, below this I'll have to oh, this is the previous subscriptions. Oh, there are two, I'm sorry. Here is the subscriptions. Oh yep, from here I think I have to remove a lot of things. Okay, so I have to remove all of this. Yep, I have to remove all of this. Not our nav. Okay, it didn't copy for some reason. Okay, I'm really sorry for this. Turns out all of it has been pasted. Okay, now we'll paste. Okay, I tried to achieve this. I just realized that I had copied all of this. I had done Control X for putting this all of this inside a div, so maybe that happened. Okay, so these are our channel subscriptions. Sorry for that inconvenience. Okay, okay, you might run into similar kinds of problems, so don't be afraid to analyze and debug your code. Now, after that, we will have to put in our main content for our navbar. So you realize that this has all, and then gaming and music and technology and all of that. So for now we will create this bar right here, and it'll be scrollable as well, but we'll create this scrollable feature with CSS. And now, okay, I'll create a nav bar once again. Okay, we'll have to exit out of this nav, and then let's separate this section with a comment, and we'll call this the main content, right, since it is the content types. So main content, this will have that feature, this feature. Okay, now let's get to coding that. Okay, so first of all, we will create a main tag. So main class equals main hyphen content, main content, and then I'll have to put in an ID as well. So an ID of main content as well. ID equals main content. Okay, ID main content. That's just to be sure. But we'll have to create a div after that, and then give this a class. Let's say class of category tabs, since they are category tabs. Inside this div, we'll create a button, but first I will have to create for one button and give this a class of category tag. So category tabs, not tabs, category tab. And then first of all, I'll have to put in no content at all. No, you know what, let's put in content since it'll be easier to replicate. So we will need how many categories? So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, 10 categories up to travel, right? So 10, we have one already. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Now the shortcut I use for this is Alt Shift and then down arrow. So if you are on a line and you use Alt Shift and down arrow, it will just copy that line onto your next line. So okay, why did I do that? I should have just done Control-Z. Now I will have, since this will be our active tab, since this is highlighted, if you see in this as well, oh, I'm sorry, if you see in this as well, this active tab is highlighted, and we'll have to change this state later on. So for now, our static page will have all tab or section highlighted, so I will keep this as active after our category tab, and then we'll have to change this. So first of all, let's put in gaming, and then what other categories are there? So technology and music, and music after that. So sports, education, it was travel at last, I remember that. So travel, and then travel, okay, education, comedy, news, science. So comedy, news, science, comedy, news, science, comedy, news, science, comedy, I'm sorry, comedy and news, science. Okay, so these are our categories. Now this, okay, first of all, it was from scratch, so it did not resemble YouTube as much, but you might have found some things familiar. So there's a YouTube logo, our search bar, all of our categories, all of our sections on our sidebar. So this will come to fruit after we have put in our styling and our JavaScript. So for that, okay, first of all, let's put in, what was that? Okay, first of all, let's put in a division. So this div will contain all of our videos. So this division will have, okay, let's close this, all of our videos, right? Let's close, and then this will be the entire div, which will contain individual video cards, which we will add in with the map function later on from JavaScript, so we don't have to use HTML for each and every card, video card. So with this div, the div that I'm about to create is the div or the container division for holding all of these. So just to make it clear, I explained it to you guys. Now we will create a division, and this will have a class, and let's give it an appropriate name. This will be our video grid. So video grid, right? And let's give this an ID as well. So ID equals video grid. Now let's write a comment here. So this in this division, the videos will be populated by JavaScript, so JS. Hope you guys understand that. And oh, this should be inside our main tag, I'm sorry. Oh, double sorry. I'll close this first, and then okay, I'll use Alt Shift F to format this with prettier. Now this is about it for our HTML. Seems pretty simple, but most of our work will be done in styling and scripting. So this is our basic HTML structure. Right now, we'll move on to styling our sheet. So just to make sure, I did link our style sheet with our HTML. Now let's get to styling. I'll cross this right here, and for our style, first of all, let's put in the boilerplate code that is our universal selector. and it is recommended to do this for almost every web page that you code. So margin 0, since we don't want any default margins provided by okay, if I do this, there's default margin provided by our browser. In this case I'm using Zen. Now there is some default margin provided by our browser. It looks clean, but later on if we put in any background color, this section will be white. So we don't want any of that. So since we'll do everything manually, it's better to keep margin 0, padding 0, and then box sizing, border box. I hope you check out our HTML CSS videos if you have any confusion regarding HTML or CSS. And now, okay, we will create some styling for our body. Now for our body, let's keep this font family of Arial and then sans serif. Now I don't know if you guys have Roboto installed or not. We'll have to import that with Google Fonts, and I'll teach you guys how to do that as well. So if we put in, okay, first of all, let's delete this. Okay, let's delete this. And YouTube uses a Roboto font. So if we delete this and put in Roboto and then comma, this should, if you have the Roboto font embedded in your files, then it should put onto Roboto as well. Now for now I'll leave it as it is, since we are concerned with styling more than font. For now, font is a part of styling, but let's style the whole web page first. Okay, so we'll give this a background color. I like to use YouTube in dark mode, and so let's give this a color of black. No, not plain black, but we'll give this hash code of 0f 0f 0f. Oh, I typed in I'm really sorry. 0f 0f 0f, right? Now this will be black. So these hyperlinks are blue, and we will style them as well. So first of all, we'll give a color, our normal text color of FFF, which is white. So now after our body part, let's style our header. So inside our header, we'll use the header class. Since I think we have given a header class idea, so we have given header. Inside our header selector, we'll type position fix, since the header should be fixed. And then we will put top 0, left 0, right 0. We'll leave the bottom out. So first of all, we'll keep a height of 56 pixels, background color of same 0f 0f 0f. So and then a display flex. Now this will change many things. So display flex, see, everything is trying to get aligned. So this is our profile, and yep, everything is pretty much aligned, and we'll have to style some more. So display flex, and then align items, align items center. So align items center, and after that we will put a padding 0, then 16 pixel. So 0, then 16 pixel, and after that we'll put a z index of not 0 but 1000, and then we'll put a border at the bottom. So border bottom 1 pixel solid, and then hash code of 272727. So see this navbar right here, this is forming. Okay, after this we are done with styling our header, but inside our header, let's style header left first. Header left, and then we'll put in display flex inside this as well. Many display flexes will be used, so display flex, and then we will use align item center in this as well. center, align item center, and after our header left, we will style our menu button. So this will be our hamburger menu. So menu button, just to make sure, let me check. Menu button. Okay, this will be our hamburger menu, and which we will toggle sidebar. So it is this menu button. Okay, menu button. And let's move on to styling our menu button. So inside our menu button style, will keep not color, background will be none, right? Background none. So you can see changes already. Background none, and then border none, and then wait a second, excuse me. Okay, so water break once again. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, border none, and after menu button, oh no, we are not done with our menu button. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll keep the color to FFF once again, and then after our color, we'll keep a font size to 10 pixels. Oh, 18 pixels. 18 pixels. I'm sorry, 18 pixels. A semicolon right here. Font size 18 pixels, and after that we'll keep a padding of 8 pixels. After padding, we will put our cursor to pointer. So cursor, pointer, cursor, pointer, border radius. Oh, I'm sorry, border radius of 50%. Okay, what is this? I'm sorry. Border radius 50%, and after our border radius, we'll give this a margin right of 16 pixel. And after our margin right, we are done with styling our menu button. So see pointer. Okay, now after our menu button, we'll create a menu button hover state. So menu button hover. We'll change the background color. Oh, sorry, backdrop filter. Background color to 272727. 272727. Okay. So we might have to style that as well, or it might be because okay. So background color change, and now we will style our logo. So dot logo, and for our logo we'll put in display flex. So display flex and display flex, but after display flex we will put in its align items. I'm sorry, align items as center. And after that we will put text decoration to none, so it will remove those lines, and then we will put in color to white. So okay, pretty nice. We'll have to style the button as well. So after that we will style the YouTube logo. So right now it's white, but we'll have to turn that into red. So we are done with our logo styling. Now dot logo, but inside our logo we will keep the font size to 24 pixels, and then after that we will give this a color. So color, for our red color, it will have a hash code of FF, then it's 4 zeros, right? So our YouTube logo is looking pretty familiar. So after that, we will have to put in margin right, right? So margin right 8 pixel. So this is sticking to YouTube. We don't want that, so 8 pixels will be fine. 8 pixels. Okay, looking pretty good. Now after that, we will style our logo, but not logo. We'll style our span, which will be our YouTube text. So dot logo and YouTube text. So font size will of course have to change that to a bigger size. So font size will be 20 pixels. 20 pixels, and then after that we'll put a font weight to bold, since it is a title YouTube. So font weight bold, right? Okay, so after that we will have to style our header center. So we'll style our nav bar now, or I mean search bar now. So header and then dot center. Oh no, not dot center, hyphen center. Header center. So we'll give this a style of flex 1, and after that we'll just put in display flex. So before flex 1 we should put display flex, right? And then flex 1, display flex 1. Okay, so it is looking pretty aligned. Now flex 1, and after display flex we'll put in justify content. So justify content, we will put center, so we want those items in the center. So okay, center, and then we will put a max width of 640 pixels. So it will switch out to 640. Oh, I'm sorry, 640 pixels. Now after 640 pixels, we will create a margin 0 auto. Now this will be the styling for our header center. Now for our search container, search container, we will have to style another display flex, and after display flex we will put a width of 100%, and then a max width of 540 pixels. Okay, so 540 pixels. What if I do this? Okay, it goes back to center, right? Okay, for now we'll leave it as it is, since we want space for our icons as well. Now search container is like this. Now max width is 540 pixels, so dot search input. We'll put a flex 1, and then okay, the search bar has gone, but we'll have to give this background color of 121212. So 1 2. Now border 1 pixel solid. Get this to 27. Wait, did I make a mistake? Oh yeah, 227. This should be 27. Okay. No, this shouldn't be anything at all. So 272727. After that, color for our text input will be, and then after our color we'll add a padding of 8 pixels and 12 pixels. Our font size will be 16 pixels, and then we'll give this a border radius of 40 pixels 0 0 then 40 pixels once again. So right, this will smooth out our edges, so looking more like the YouTube search bar. Okay, border radius will smooth out our edges, and outline none, so no outline. Now after that, we'll style our search input when we click on it. So first of all, we'll create search input, and we'll give this focus. So in our state of focus, we'll give this a border color of blue, kind of blue. So for that, I'll have to put in a hash code of 1C 62B9. So 62B9, and then close this. Now let's see. Okay. Now after search input focus, we'll give this a search button. We'll style our search button. We'll give it oh, I'm sorry, it should be button BTN. Search button, search input. Okay, everything is in check. Search button, and we'll give this a style of background color at first. Background color, this will be 27272727, and then after our background color, we'll have to put in a border of 1 pixel, solid, and this border color will be same as well, 272727. Now after our border, we'll give this a color yet again of FFF, and then we will put here a padding of first of all 8 pixel and left, and then 16 pixel. Okay, good enough. So 16 pixel, and after that we can see the changes already. Now that's not okay, this is top and bottom, I think. And padding, let's see, 8. Okay, after padding, we will give this a cursor pointer. So cursor pointer, and after our cursor is pointer, and after cursor pointer, we will put in a border radius. So border radius of first of all 0, 40 pixel, 40 pixel, and 0. Okay, 40 pixel, 40 pixel, 0. Okay, now after that, we will type out border left none. Okay, so after, this is the styling for our search button. Now after our search button, we have to include microphone. So after that, we'll first create a state styling. So search button and then hover, right? So while hovering, it should change its background color to 3D. So 3D gray. Okay, good. Now after that, we will style our mic button. So dot mic button, and this will have a styling of, first of all, background color will give this the same 2727 27. So after our background color, we will have our border. So border none, and after border we'll have color, same styling FFF, and after that we will have a width of 40 pixels, and after our width of 40 pixels we'll have our height of 14 pixels. I mean 40 pixels. So 40 pixels, width of 40 pixels, height of 40 pixels. Now we have to give this a border radius as well. Since this will be a circular mic button, we'll keep a border radius of 50%. Now this makes it an exact circle, not exact. Now this is compressed for now, so we'll have to fix that later. So border radius is 50% and margin left, so it's sticking to our search button right here, so we'll give this a margin left of 8 pixels. That should do it. Margin left 8 pixels, and then this will have to change our cursor to a pointer as well. So cursor pointer. Now after creating styles for our mic button, our search button looks like it's being highlighted, so we'll give this the same style. So instead of search button hover, we'll put in mic button hover. So mic button hover. Okay, and this is working as well. Now after our mic button, it's time for our create video, notification, and profile, and all of those come under our header right. So first let's style header right. So header right, we'll have to create a display flex since it is a container. Okay, now it's all in the same line due to flex, display flex, and then align items center, and then a gap of 8 pixels. Now they will be spaced. Okay, a gap of 8 pixels as well. And after that we will have to create a style for header button. So dot header hyphen button, and header button will have a background, not background color, it will not have a background at all, so background none, right? So background none, and this will have border none, and then color will be a white icon, so hashtag FFF. Okay, white icons. Now after that we will have to put a font size to increase font size to increase the size of the icons to 18 pixels. So 18 pixels. Okay, looking pretty big and nice. So font size and padding of 8 pixels, so I'll put in 8 pixels, and then we'll have to change this cursor to pointer as well while hovering over that, and then a border radius of 50%. I don't know, okay, 50%. A border radius of 50% as well. Now we'll have to create a hover state as well. So header button hover. So pseudo class, and then background color is 272727. So let's see. Okay, now we might have to add margin for that since these are pretty close together. Now after the header button hover, we'll have to create styling for our profile button. So profile button dot profile button dot profile button, we will have to create a width of 32 pixels. Okay, so this is space. Profile button will have 32 pixels width, and then a height of 32 pixels as well, so 32 pixels, right? And after that we'll keep a border radius of border radius of 50% since we want this to be circular as well, 50%. And after that we'll have to use display. No, first let's put in our background. So for our background, since we don't have any profile picture, we'll just have to create a linear gradient. So linear gradient will put in at a 45 degree 45 degree, and then let's mix red and kind of bluish green. So FF 6B 6B, so 6B 6B. This is our red, and comma our bluish green. So hash, oh, hash is already there. 4ECDC4, 4ECDC4. Okay, so this is our gradient. It is pretty nice. Now we'll have to put display flex and keep this A at the center. So after that, we'll have to put in display flex, and after display flex, align item center, and then justify content center as well. So justify content center. Okay, looking pretty nice. After that, we'll have to put in the color just to make sure. Hashtag FFF, and let's say it'll have a bold font weight. So font weight bold, and then this will also have our cursor as pointer. So that was it for our navbar. I don't know why this icon isn't loading. We might have to change this icon. So this is our hamburger menu for our sidebar, just so you know. Okay, after our navbar, let's style our sidebar. So for our sidebar, we'll have to create some styles. Okay, we have a bunch of styles to create, so I'll try to wrap it up in 10 to 20 minutes, and then we can end this live. So okay, let's first of all sidebar, right? Sidebar. Okay, so sidebar, let's style the actual sidebar class. So sidebar. Now for this, I'll have to create yet another fixed position. So this will be position fixed, right? Since this won't move, position fixed. After position fixed, I'll keep a top of 56 pixel, 56 pixel, left 0, so left 0. And after left 0, we'll keep this a width of 24. Oh, sorry, width of 240 pixels. Width of 240 pixels, and then height. We'll use cal. It'll be calculated. So 100% of our viewport height minus 56 pixels. And then after that, we'll keep a background color of 0f, 0f, 0f. So not entirely dark, but bit of some dark. And padding, we'll keep 8 pixels and then 0. Oh, it should be comma 0. Pixels, comma, and then 0. Okay. And then after that, of overflow, that too of y. So overflow y, we'll keep it auto. Alright, and then after that, our z index will be equal to 999, so one less than our navbar. So in z index 999, and then transition, since this should be toggleable, so transition, we'll keep this transform 0.3 seconds and then ease. Okay, so this will be our sidebar state, and we'll create this class in or state in JavaScript, but we'll have to style sidebar collapse. So this will be our collapse state, right? So transform and then translate it by minus 240 pixels in the x direction. So minus x, minus translate x, translate x, minus means move to the left, so it will translate to the left. So since its width is 240 pixels and we translate it by 240 pixels, it'll just essentially hide the sidebar when collapsed. So this is when we collapse this by toggling this. Now after our sidebar collapsed section, we'll create dot sidebar section styles. So sidebar hyphen section, and this will have margin bottom. Let's keep margin bottom to 8 pixels, so 8 pixels. And now after our sidebar section, we'll put a sidebar item, sidebar hyphen item. So there's a bunch of styles in this one. So first of all, display flex, and then align items, center, center, and then padding of 8 pixels and 24 pixels. So 8 pixel, 24 pixel, right? Okay. Oh, already it's looking pretty clean after adding our padding. So after our padding, okay, let's see. Okay, before our padding, after our padding. Okay, looking pretty cool, almost like our sidebar already. Of course, we have to remove this blue tint and this text decoration. So first of all, we'll color it white, FFF. This should turn the everything to white. Okay, looking better. Now for us to remove these lines, text decoration none. So text decoration none. Okay, now time to add some more styling or font size. First of all, font size to 14 pixels, and then transition, background color first of all, and 0.2 seconds. So did I spell background right? Right, yeah, okay. After sidebar item style, we'll have to style it for hovering. So sidebar item hover, right? So while it's hovering, it should change its background color to 272727. So it's like, oh, I'm sorry, background color. How many 27s did I put in? 27, 27, 27. Okay. After this, okay, this will highlight, and this has a transition as well. Okay, looking better, and we can definitely make it better, more better. So more better is not a word, we can definitely make it better. Okay, after that we'll create sidebar active, sidebar item dot active, and for our active item we'll have a background color of 27. Okay, since yeah, okay, this is active right now. We have set this static page to home page, so since our home page tab is active, it has changed its background color. And let's also change its font weight, font weight to 500. So 500. Okay, what about 700? Okay, looking better. Let's keep it at 500 though. Okay, sidebar active, done. Now sidebar items icons, we have to definitely style the icons, since these icons are sticking to our span text, so we'll have to provide some margin. Okay, so dot sidebar, what's that? Sidebar item I. So for our icons, our style will be width 24 pixels, and then margin right 24 pixels as well, just to separate them. Oh, not margin, I'm sorry, margin right. So I was a bit confused. Okay, margin right might be too much margin, but we'll look into that later. So for now, it's width 24 pixels, sidebar item I, that's it. Okay, width 24 pixels, and then after that, after margin right, we'll put in a font size of 20 pixels. Okay, now it's looking better. 20 pixels. And after our sidebar item I, we have to style our divider. So there's a divider right here after four let's say sections. Now in order to style that, I'll have to put in sidebar and then hyphen divider. So since that was our class provided to the divider, first we'll just give this a height of 1 pixel so that it seems like a line. I don't know if that's visible yet, so we'll have to give this background color, background color of 272727. Okay, so our dividers have formed. Now we of course have to give this some margin. Now margin, first of all, we'll give this a margin top on bottom of 8 pixels, and then 0 on the sides. It's okay, looking better. So after our divider, let's style our subscriptions title. So start subscriptions. No, not top subscriptions, I'm sorry. Dot sidebar title. So this will have a styling of padding, first of all, 8 pixels top and bottom, and 24 pixels to the side. So after that, we'll add a font size. I always put in fonts, I'm sorry. A font size, not 24, it should be let's say 16 pixels. Okay, 16 pixels. Okay, it's the same, but whatever. 16 pixels, and then font weight of 500. It's the same, so let's keep it 500 as well. Font weight 500, and then after our 500, we will put in color. It's white, but just to make sure, we'll keep it white. So font color as well. Now it's time for the main content. So our main content was our bar, which consisted of content categories. Now we'll be styling that. So I'll separate it by typing out main content. And for our main content, we'll have to put in a styling of, first of all, main content. So dot main contents. Okay, before that, okay, main content. Oh, I'm sorry, dot selector, class selector. Okay, just a short water break once again. Okay, so main content, we'll give this styling of margin left. First of all, margin left will have 240 pixels, so 240 pixels. Okay, after that, we'll give this a margin top of 56 pixels. 56 pixels, and then after that we'll give this a padding, and the padding will have 24 pixels, and then transition, margin left, .3 seconds. Yes. Okay, after our main content, we'll have something called main content expanded. So this is when it is expanded. We'll keep the margin left to 0. Alright, and after that, we will style it as category tabs at first. Category tabs. Category hyphen tabs. Oh, I'm sorry, what did I do? Okay, category tabs, we'll give this a styling of first of all display flex, and then gap to 12 pixels, and then let's give this a margin button. Wait, first of all, let's inspect and see where our, what was it once again? Okay, it was our main content, right? So main content, let's see where this is. Main content. Okay, right now it's not showing. Okay, but we will do some styling first of all, and then check at the end after we have completed our styles. So margin bottom. For margin bottom, we will put this as, first of all, how much should we put this as? Okay, margin bottom, let's say 24 pixels, right? So 24 pixels, or like margin bottom 24 pixels. Okay, margin bottom 24 pixels, and after that we'll put overflow on, since there are many categories. Overflow, that too, and our X side. So overflow X, we'll put this as auto, and after that we will put in some padding at the bottom. So padding bottom to 8 pixels, and after that category tabs. Now that's individual category tab. Now this has some not some, a decent level of styling, comparatively more than category tabs. So first of all, background color, and then after category tab we'll put a border of none, and then color to hashtag FFF, and then padding of first of all 8 pixel and 16 pixel, and after that we'll put a border radius. Okay, border radius of 8 pixels, and after border radius of 8 pixels we'll have our cursor to pointer, of course, so cursor pointer, and then white space no wrap. So white space no wrap. Okay, after that we'll put font size to 14 pixels, and then a transition. Background color 0.2 seconds. Whew. Okay, after that we'll have a hover state. So category tab, but instead it's hover, and then we'll have a background color of 3D. Okay, and after that we'll have category tab, category tab dot active, so which will be our active. We'll just give this a background color of white. So background color of white, so it's FFF, and after that we'll give this a text color of 3 zeros. So that was about it for our main content, but for some reason it's not showing right here. We'll debug this right away, and for our video grid we'll have to create the video cards from our JavaScript, which we'll be doing in another episode, since or another live session, since we have clearly went over the 1 hour mark, and we'll continue this later. Now let's see why our Okay, content might not be showing. So main class and id main content, right? So main content, we have given this a style. Where's the main content? Okay, here's the main content or main content. Let's give this a background color first of all. Background color of red, let's say, right? Now where's our main content? There's no main content at all. So when we inspect and look at our main content, let's take this to full screen. Okay, our navbar looks pretty sweet and our icons look nice. Our sidebar also looks nice. Now we have to add the toggle functionality, which we'll be doing through JavaScript, and we will also add the video cards to JavaScript. But I'm trying to see why the main content is not showing. Oh, I think it's because we have given it a z index. Let me try that. So main content. Nope, it's not because of that. Okay guys, I'll try to explain why this is not visible in the next live session. If you can, I hope you will be curious and try out to see if you know why it is not showing on your own, and leave your guesses or answers or reasons in the comments below. Now this much was it for today. I'm getting tired as well, and I will see you guys in the next session, and until then, keep coding and keep being curious, and bye bye. Hello everybody and welcome to the Mirror series once again. And in this second live of Mirror's homepage, or I mean YouTube's homepage, we are continuing with our JavaScript and some additional styling. Well, just if you're new to this live, we have a previous live session, you can go check it out, where we tried to create this. YouTube's homepage, pretty similar icons, toggleable sidebar, where we had this, and then yeah, basically we try to recreate YouTube's homepage, and we had gotten to this point, and we had a problem where this bar, toggleable categories bar, did not show. And I finally found the reason why. There's nothing wrong in the styling, but I had made a small mistake here. I forgot to give main class name properly. So instead of class double S, I just typed out one S. So it turns out that was the problem. And after we do this, we can see that the toggle bar activates. Well, it's not clickable yet, but we'll fix that in just a while. But okay, as I said, we have completed our HTML, most of our CSS. The only part that's left, I believe there's where we left off. The only part that is left is styling the video grid, which we have not generated yet. And we will do that with the help of JavaScript, particularly with the help of the map function. So first of all, okay, I'll close this and we'll just keep this open for reference, right? Now, first of all, let me just create an array called const videos, and this will hold all of our video data. This will be an array of objects, and those objects will contain the video data. So first of all, let's create an object having an ID of 1, and next we'll give it a title. Let's see what's the title first. Okay, the future of artificial intelligence. What's next? Okay, we'll give this. So first of all, title will be the future of artificial intelligence and then colon, and then what's next? What's next? Comma, and then comma. After our title, we will have to create a channel name. So channel name. Let's just say channel. Okay. So in our case, it's Tech Insights, and then comma, and then views. Let's say it has 2.3 million views. Turns out so. 2.3 million. And after our channel, we'll create an avatar, and in our case we have different avatars. So in this case, this has T, this has N, so we'll put in T for now, T, right? And then avatar, and we already did views, so uploaded. Let's say it's uploaded 2 days. I'm sorry, I keep typing 2 days ago. And then duration, it will be 15 minutes 42 seconds, so 15:42, right? And then after this, the thumbnail is okay. We could just copy this, but let's go to unsplash.com and pick our thumbnail. So let's say AI, right? Okay, this is pretty cool. Oh, this is the exact thumbnail I was used. So I'll copy the image address and I'll put it here. Okay, I hope this works. So after this, we will create copies of this array so that we can change details later. So I mean object, not array. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For now, let's do 4, and let's just change the IDs. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then we'll leave it at this for now. But now we'll create a function that will create the video card of the HTML. So we'll create a function which will create this whole card, that is HTML. So let's say function. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's say function to create video card HTML. Okay, now we'll create a function which will have a descriptive name, create video card, right? Create video card, and then inside we'll pass our video object. This will videos, inside videos will be video object. So video object, create video card, and then inside we will return dynamic string, so this, and then inside our string we'll create HTML. So first of all, we'll create a div which will contain all of this. So we'll give this a class name, an outer div. This whole thing will be a div. So div class equals video card, and then of course we'll have to create slash div. So inside our video card div, we'll create a div for a video thumbnail and the video duration. So first of all, we'll create a div class equals video thumbnail. Video thumbnail, and then we'll create a closing tag of div, And then after that, what's this? Okay, after that we'll create an image tag in which the source will be the video dot thumbnail key. So inside, if this is our video object, its thumbnail will be of course the source of the image. So after that I'll close the string and alt. In alt we'll keep the video's title, so video dot title. And then after that we'll create another div, and this div will hold our video duration, so class will keep video hyphen duration. Close the div, and inside it we will create video dot duration. Okay, and after this we will come outside of the thumbnail div, and we'll create another div. Let me just format this nicely. Okay, and we'll create a video information div. So div class equals video info. So okay, and video info, right? Okay, and then we'll create a closing tag for the div, and then I'm sorry, this should be slash closing tag for the div, and after that inside this div we'll create another div which will have a class of channel info, or channel avatar, I'm sorry, channel CHANNEL avatar. And then we'll create a video dot avatar. Again, this should be $, and then a video dot avatar, and then a closing div. Closing div, and then a div class equals we'll keep a video details. I'm closing the divs right now since I don't want to forget later on. And then inside this video details we'll create a small heading which will have a class of video title, and video title, oh see, I don't want this because okay, video details, okay, every class is every class is nice. Okay, we'll have a video title, and then we'll close the hreflang, and then we'll create a div once again, and this will have a class called video hyphen meta, and let's close this. And then div class equals channel name, and then this will have video dot channel, close the div. After that, div class equals videos stats, and inside video stats we'll have video views. So video dot views views, and then a dot for now, and then video uploaded. So video views dot video updated, so uploaded. So video dot uploaded, we'll have close this, and this is our structure. So now this function will create a video card, and in order to populate the video grid, in order to populate the video grid, we will create a separate function, // populate video grid, and inside this we will const video grid equals document dot get element by id. We'll have video grid, alright, and video grid we'll do video grid dot inner HTML. This will equal to videos our array dot map, we'll use map. So video, each video we will pass into our create video card function. So video, and after that we'll join them with the join, and we'll get out of this function. So it should create our video cards. It for some reason didn't, so let's inspect what's wrong. Oh, we've not called this function yet, so we will have to call it later on. So let's see if we call it, what happens. Populate video grid. Okay, so it is calling our video grid nicely, but of course we have to style all of this. So let's see if this is responsive yet. So okay, this is not responsive since we haven't styled it yet, but we'll make it responsive as well. So and this is how our map function works, and by changing the inner HTML and by mapping or iterating through each object present in our videos array. So I hope you guys understand that. Now after that we will create a toggleable sidebar. So toggle sidebar, and inside our toggle sidebar will function toggle sidebar, just sidebar. Okay, sidebar, and we'll create a constant called sidebar equals document dot get element by id, and we will put an id of, we did put an id in sidebar, right? Okay, so we did put sidebar, so we'll put sidebar const main content equals document dot get element by id. Okay, so class list dot this function should toggle a state, so toggle, and then toggle, where's toggle, it should toggle collapsed, right? Collapsed, and then as for the main content dot class list toggle, it should toggle expanded, so expanded, expanded. And now we will handle our category tab, so handle category tabs. Now for this we will first select not select, so document dot add event listener, and when the DOM content is loaded, so DOM content loaded, DOM content loaded, we will execute a function which will populate our video grid. So populate, so this is when the DOM is loaded, we should execute populate video grid, and then we will, why is this an error? Okay, so function, oh, this should be closed, so video populate grid. So this, whenever our our function executes, we will execute this function. I mean, whenever our DOM content is loaded, we will execute this function which will populate our video grid. Now we have to make it responsive, and we'll do that in styling later. First of all, let's finish all of the JavaScript part. Okay, now when after doing this, we should inside add click handlers in our category tab. So add click handlers, right? And let's say to category tabs. So when we click category tabs, as of now nothing happens. So but after this, first of all we'll select the category tab. So const category, let's keep it small, category category tabs, and we will select this by document dot query selector all, all, and then dot category tab, right? Okay, in this we have selected the category tab, and after selecting it, we'll do tab dot add, oh no, sorry, what happened? So now first of all we'll do category tabs, and we'll use a for each loop. So for each category tab, and inside it will be tab, we will execute an arrow function which will add an event listener to each. So add event listener, in which on click it will execute a function. So this will be an anonymous function, and what that function will do is it will do category tabs dot for each t, let's say for each tab it will add, or let's say remove its active tab, So this means on each click, it will first remove all of the active tabs of, oh, what is this? Okay, we'll fix this. So what this means is on click of the category tab, it will remove the active class from all of the tabs, and it will add active class to only the clicked tab. So this dot class list dot add and then active. Okay. Okay, so now our active tab is working just fine, and this active tab is executing through our CSS. Now, first of all, this sidebar is not really responsive, so we'll have to handle our responsive sidebar. So let's add semicolons, semicolons, semicolons. Now, handle responsive sidebar. Now on our window, we will add an event listener which will resize, and on which resize we will execute a function that's if our window dot inner width is less than or equal to 768, we will first select document, no, not this, document dot, why is it said document dot get element by ID. We'll select the sidebar and we'll add a collapse state. So class list dot add collapsed. So this is if our width goes below 768. So document dot get element by ID. So get element by ID. We will select the main content after our sidebar. So main content dot class list dot add, we will add expanded so that the main content is expanded. So let's see if this is working yet. Okay, so it is working. It is collapsing when we decrease it within a certain width. So first of all, let's bring this here, and okay, it's working. Now after this, okay, after this we will create an else condition. Else we will remove these states. So Control C and V. So we will remove the collapse state and we will remove the expanded state. So okay, let's see, it's collapsing and it's removing. See, okay, that's how we are making it responsive. Now we have to style this, of course, so that this pushes it past. I don't know why this is occurring, but we'll handle this in just a bit. Now as for our JavaScript, this is pretty much it. Now we'll get to styling our web page and then encounter, or fix any bugs that we encounter. So last we left it at video grid. Now in order to style the video grid, first of all I'll select the video grid itself. So dot video grid dot video grid, and then we will display grid, and then we will add a grid template column. So template column, repeat, autofill, min max 320 pixels, and then one far. So okay, we have to fix this, and after that we'll keep a gap of 24 pixels. 24 pixels. Okay, looking a bit better, I guess. And then in our video card, actual video card, so video card, we will change the cursor to a pointer, and then we'll create a transition, and then we will transform 0.2 seconds. And when the video card is in the hover state, so video card hover, we will transform translate y, and we'll do this by -2 pixels. Okay, here to transform, so okay, I'll remove this. Okay, so it's kind of interactive, see, while it's, yeah, so that's what we did here. Now after video card hover, we will create some styling for the video thumbnail, and inside our video thumbnail we will keep its position relative, so position relative, and then after that we will allow a width of 100%, and after that we will create an aspect ratio of 16:9. Why did I put L? That was a misclick. So 16:9, and then after that we will put a border radius of 12 pixels, and we will keep the overflow hidden. And then margin bottom, we'll keep a margin of 12 pixels, and the bottom. And now as for the video thumbnails image, video thumbnail, and then image, we will keep its width 100%, its height 100%, and then we will put the object fit to cover, so object fit cover. Okay, wow. So after that we will put a video duration of position absolute, and then we will bottom 8 pixels, right 8 pixels, and then we'll put a background color RGBA. So we just want to dim our this a bit, so 0.8. Okay, and after putting a background color, we will put the text color to white, so FF. After that we will have to put a padding 2 pixels and 4 pixels. After padding, we'll keep a border radius of 4 pixels, and then after that we will put a font size of 12 pixels, and then font weight we'll put a 500, and after that our video info, so dot video info, oh sorry, hyphen, should be hyphen, dot video info, we'll put display flex, and then after display flex we will keep a gap of 12 pixels. Okay, so gap of 12 pixels is what it is. The thumbnail isn't loading properly, we have to fix that. Okay, after that we will create a style for the channel avatar, so channel avatar. For our channel avatar we will keep a width of 36 pixels and then a height of 36 pixels as well, and then a border radius of 50%, and then background we'll keep a linear gradient, so linear gradient we'll keep it at a 45 degrees like before, so 45 DEG, and then we'll put some red, FF6B6B, that's red, and then we'll put some blue, 4ECDC4, and then after that we'll put another shade of blue, that is 45B71, and after that we'll put a final touch of orange, so hashtag F39C12. okay, after that we'll have to bring the image to our avatar later to the center, so for that I will put a display flex, and then after that I'll keep the align items to center and then justify content to the center, alright, and after that I'll keep the color to white to make sure, and after that I'll keep a font weight of bold, sorry, font weight is bold, and font size we'll keep it at 14 pixels, and then flex shrink should be kept at 0 to prevent it from shrinking. Okay, so that was it, and okay, I think it turned out pretty well. Now after that we will just put video details inside video. Did I do video details? Okay, video details is remaining, so video details I'll keep a flex 1, and then after that we'll style the video title. So for as video title we will select it by video title, and then inside the video title we'll keep a font size of 16 pixels, a font weight of 500, and then we'll keep a line height of 1.3. After line height we'll keep a margin bottom of 14 pixels, oh I'm sorry, 4 pixels, and then color will be white, and then we'll keep the overflow to hidden. Okay, we have to fix this later on. Now I keep this here, and first of all let's complete all of our styles and let's see what problem we are facing. So as for video meta, we will keep its font size to let's say font size to let's say 14 pixels, and then our color to AAA, and then line height to 1.3. And as for our channel name, so channel name, we'll give it the same color, so color will give AAA, and then after color, we'll do margin bottom, and as for margin bottom we'll only keep it 2 pixels, and then after that we will style the video stats. So video stats, oh no, stats should be small, so for this we'll just keep the color to AAA, and this should be color, not color. Okay. So it's looking pretty neat, but I think we have to solve this thumbnail problem, which we'll do in a while. So video stats, right? Now we are done with our styling, but we have to fix this. But before that, we'll create a responsive design. So we'll use media queries, small amount of media queries. So we'll use for responsive design, and for that we'll have to do add media, and then max width we'll give 1024 pixels, and for those we'll just have to style the video grid. So video grid, for that we'll have to use grid template columns, and inside that repeat autofill, and inside min max we'll have to put 280 pixels and 1. Now after that we'll have to put a gap of 16 pixels, and then for our next breakpoint, so add media, max width, let's say 768 pixels, so 768 pixels. We will use a sidebar transform, and we'll translate X. So since we have to hide this, we'll do minus 248 pixels. I remove this for now, and then main content, we'll do margin left 0. So margin left 0, and then after that for our center header, so header is center, we will put a max width of none, and then margin 0 and 16 pixels. After that, inside this also we have to style our video grid. Oh, did I? Okay, I should put this inside. Okay, and after that we'll style our video grid too. So let's see if prettier is working. Okay, and then we'll style our video grid. So video grid, and we'll put grid template columns to repeat autofill once again. Autofill. Autofill, and then min max. Oh, I'm sorry. Min max, and then 240 pixels. So 240 pixels. One. Okay. After that, we'll just have to put a gap of 12 pixels. Okay, that was it for our styling as well. Now let's see what problem we have faced in this right here. Now it must be in JavaScript or style. Since everything in here is working fine, let's see if okay, so this sidebar is not collapsing as well, so we'll have to fix that too. Okay, so we have to fix up our CSS and JavaScript. So first let's take a look at our CSS. So okay, for our CSS, first of all, let's see. Okay, our video. Okay, this is loading fine. I also see that our duration is down here. So for our video thumbnail, right? Okay, let's see if a video thumbnail exists. Okay, video thumbnail. Okay, I found a problem. Video thumbnail, it should be thumbnail. So let's see if it fixes things. Okay, not much, but that was definitely a problem. So video thumbnail, and after that, let's see if our JavaScript. Okay, I think this, since we have generated this using JavaScript, I think there's a problem in our JavaScript. Okay, in our JavaScript, okay, video thumbnail is video thumbnail. Okay, but I see that class. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so video thumbnail and class. Okay, it is loading. Our cards are loading just fine. Okay, this is fine as well. About this icon, I think I've typed out the name of the icon wrong. So let's go to our HTML and go to what was that? Bars. Yeah. Oh, here's bars. FAB bars. FAB. I think this should be FAS. Okay, that's right. Okay, another thing I'm noticing is this isn't loading well. This sidebar isn't collapsing well, and this main content isn't expanding. So let's check that out at first. Okay, now for our main content, let's check the HTML first. Main content. Okay, ID class. I think this is all alright, since these are just buttons and this is the main content. But okay, main content, ID class are the same. Let's search for main content here. Main content. It's saying main content is not no results. So I'm pretty sure we have a main content selected here. So okay, I see. It should be main content. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is working fine. Okay, I think pretty much everything is functional. Well, a thing that hasn't quite satisfied me is this should be blue when searching. So let's look at the focus, right? I see. It should be border color. Let's see. Okay, that's better. Now, okay, let's populate some more cards. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Let's see. Okay, so a few more. I won't be searching images one by one. So I'm sorry for that, but yeah, this is just so that it's scrollable. Okay, so at the top, and let's see if I can minimize this properly. Okay, so this is responsive, and the sidebar is closing when we, push this up. Okay, so this is our complete code. So this is just a YouTube homepage, and this is pretty static. And up next, I think I'll be doing a subscriptions page, or at least playlist page. If we click so. Wait a minute. It should be library, yeah. Library slash playlist. So, yep, that much for today. We finally fixed all of the bugs that were hindering our code, and yeah, this is the YouTube homepage static. So we'll see you guys in the next live. Thank you.